What's up, guys? Brian Haratsky here from MarylandSportsblog.com. A little bit to get to today. First off, let's talk about the Ravens-Redskins game last week. Yeah, Joe Flacco got off to a slow start, but he really did start to connect with Anquan Bolden and Lee Evans late after a little bit of knocking the rust off, I would call it. And we saw some really good things out of Tyrod Taylor, who continues to get better each start. Well, I wouldn't say start, each preseason game that he gets into. Today is the Ravens-Atlanta Falcons game, the last preseason game. You usually get to see the starters for a series, if at all. They're really not in there long. Joe Flacco is expected to play. So we're going to see a lot of Tyrod Taylor, see if he really has what it takes to be the backup quarterback this year. I really liked his improvement so far. Very accurate passer, very good with his feet. We all know he can run. Back to the Ravens-Redskins game. Other guys that impressed me continued to impress me. Arthur Jones and Pernell McPhee. Both guys that have just been very impressive for how young they are. Arthur Jones, he's a second-year player, but he was a guy they drafted late in 2010 who needed time to develop. And so far, his pass rushing ability has been very impressive. And Pernell McPhee, he was another late-round pick that he's a rookie this year. He's missed all. He didn't get any OTAs. He got a short training camp like all the other rookies, and he has just been phenomenal. Like he's got a sack. He's consistently getting to the quarterback. Corners, Kerry Williams continue to play well against the Redskins. Other players that impressed me. I'll say it again, Laquan Williams. He had the big punt return. He's made a big play every preseason game. He's an undrafted rookie out of Maryland who really didn't get to see much time as a wide receiver in Maryland. He was a converted quarterback out of high school. Very, very raw coming out of high school, but just a good football player. He's made plays as a wide receiver, kick returner, and punt returner. So he might actually have a chance to make the team. If anything, he's going to make the practice squad. But the Ravens are very deep at wide receiver right now. They would have to keep 6 wide receivers if you talk about David Reed, Anquan Bolden, Lee Evans, Dan Doss, Torrey Smith. The 6th one would be Quan Williams. I think Marcus Smith is out as of now unless he has a huge game today. But Marcus Smith's a guy. I met him personally when I was covering Ravens training camp. He's a great special teams player, but he's really big. He looks just about exactly like Anquan Bolden. He's built like a small linebacker, but he just hasn't been able to develop into a wide receiver. He has 0 catches in his three seasons. I know there was an injury season in there, in which he was on injured reserve most of the season, but still, he has yet to get a catch. David Reed, another guy that has continued to impress. The Ravens have enough wide receivers right now that they can legitimately talk about spreading the offense out. With Torrey Smith and Lee Evans being deep threats, and Tannen Doss and David Reed and Anquan Bolden all in the picture too, with really, really good hands, all 3 of those guys. Well, the 4 of them. Lee Evans has great hands too. Torrey Smith, he's gonna have to work on his pass catching. He's had some drop balls. Right now he's looking like a rookie out there, but look for them to be look for the Ravens to be able to spread the ball out a little bit, especially with Ray Rice being the primary running back. Ray Rice is a guy that would be that I think would be great in a spread them out offense with a lot of wide receivers, just because he's so good at catching the ball too. He's always been one of Joe Flacco's best cover blankets. He makes a lot of plays that are nothing and gets a first down out of it. And the power running game will also be there when needed. But I think the Ravens will have the ability to really have a balanced offense. And I think that suits Joe Flacco a little bit better. The more throws he makes, the better he is. When he throws more, I think, especially out of the shotgun, he's always been better out of the shotgun. I think it suits him better than running 2 out of 3 times in a drive. Vonta Leach, can't say enough about how much I like him as a player. He reminds me of like what I call him is a linebacker playing fullback. He likes to hurt the opposing teams, and the Ravens haven't had a guy like that since the 1 year that we had Lorenzo Neal. I see them as very similar. Vonta Leach, 240 pounds. He's gonna really bring the pain and open up some big holes and help out the offensive line. Ricky Williams, I was impressed by a block he made against the Redskins too. He kind of decked a defensive lineman. That was rather impressive. The offensive line, let's see how it shakes up. The Ravens signed Bryant McKinney. I don't know if he's going to play today. He probably will, just because the offensive line hasn't really had time to gel with. Michael Orr is going to go back to the right side. Brian McKinney is going to be on the left side. Coach Jordan Harbaugh said that nothing's set in stone, but I think that's probably best for Brian McKinney if he's in good enough shape. If he still has some stuff left in the tank. He's a little bit older. He's had work ethic issues in the past. He's had character issues in the past, but he's a Miami guy. Ray Lewis, you know how he gets his Miami guys to play hard for his team. You saw with Willis McGahee, he was a guy that was a little bit of a loudmouth with the Buffalo Bills. He comes here, he's a very, very good citizen. It's happened several times before with Ed Reed and Ray Lewis just strapping down their guys and telling them, hey, I want to win a Super Bowl. You're going to help me win the Super Bowl. We need you to win a Super Bowl, and I want you to give us everything you have. I want you to work hard, study hard, and behave off the field. And in recent years, you really have to take your hat off to Ray Lewis because it's worked. Even LeRon McClain, like he never, not saying he had any personal issues or trouble issues, but when he wanted to get the ball, but when it was time to play, he played fullback, he played hard. Another guy that just shut up when it was game time and played. But we all know he had the McClain for running back campaign back last year because he wasn't happy with his position. But the veterans, I'm pretty sure the veterans talked to him. Hey, we need you to play. Yeah, basically going to the Ravens. It's Ravens Atlanta Falcons. Basically going to this game today. Look for the rookies that you haven't even seen play much today. And again the backup players. David Reed's probably going to get an extensive amount of time. Tyrod Taylor, and Hunter Cantwell. We haven't really seen Hunter Cantwell, the third string quarterback out of Louisiana or Louisville. Um, he's a guy that I actually really like. I think he's one of those guys. If I'm not mistaken, he was a walk-on in college and then had a very successful college career, working his way up. I think he's going to do the same in the NFL. Just a consistent player, a guy that probably doesn't have the physical tools that guys are like that. Coaches go, oh, he's going to be a first-round pick or whatever. He'll come in undrafted and work his way from practice squad to being a third string quarterback to being a second string quarterback, and maybe get to start down the road. That's the type of player he's looking at like right now. Kind of like Jake Delhomme type player. But yeah, look to see how he plays today. Look to see if Tyrod Taylor takes another step forward, which I think he will. The more playing time this kid gets, the more impressive he is. Kind of like when Joe Flacco was a rookie. The first preseason game, he was getting hit. He looked like he looked like a rookie out of Delaware. And then by the fourth preseason game, he was looking good. And then, as the story goes, Joe Flacco's just improved every year. Other guys, Jimmy Smith, he'll probably get a good amount of playing time, even though he's looking to start. He is a rookie, and coaches like to get the young guys as many reps as possible. Other guys that I already talked about, Arthur Jones and Bennett McPhee will get the primary times on defense. And another thing to get to, the Grand Prix is going on today. If any of you guys are going to get to watch it, I hope you have a good time. Stay safe, and yeah, go Ravens. Orioles are playing as we speak. Last time I had the game on, it was a 6-6 tie, but we all know the game's probably going to be over by the time this is up. Yeah, big sports day today, so everybody have fun, enjoy the games. I'll try to talk to you next week. Keep up with the blog. Yeah, peace.